Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today for this extra fun adventure. Today was a really nice spearfishing day. This video is going to have clips from two Opaleye fishing trips that I took on the same spot. On this day, I was guiding one of my friends, Mal, on how to find Opaleye. She was struggling to sight them out, so right there you saw me pointing one out for her to find. And for the rest of the trip, she was able to find them left and right, so that was really sweet. This was a good little Opaleye, sort of hanging out by a rock. I didn't even have to leave the surface for this shot, and as you probably saw from the meme that I made at the beginning of this video, it's kind of perfect. I spent most of this day shooting rocks, as I do when I go to the spot. As you've seen in other videos, I always end up with a slightly blunt, slightly bent out of shape spear. Nothing that a hammer and a file can't fix, but boy is it annoying. I had one of those classic GoPro freezes, so you see me here sitting on top of a rock trying to get everything started back up. Super huge bummer, but you know, it happens. Here's another Opaleye that I just took from the surface. On days when the water's really clear, I find that it's super easy for me to find the Opaleye. But you'll see in a second here, I start cutting in with the second day's clips, and the viz is really not as good. The Opaleye are much more finicky. And you know, you'll see that here in just a second.
He swam right up to me. He came right up to me, but this size and bigger.
Look at the colors on this Opaleye. You know, I kept these clips because, of course, this is a terrible shot. Not that I would want you to see my horrible side-on gut shot on this poor Opaleye, but look at the colors. It's got the kind of yellow band with its beautiful blue eye and that one black stripe. Just very strange. Here was an extremely frustrating clip that I sped up for you guys, so you didn't have to suffer through the whole thing. It took me about 5 minutes to get this sorted out. As you know from one of my previous videos, I recently redid the muzzle on my spear gun, and obviously I'm still getting used to this. If anybody has any tips on how to not get that all mixed up, let me know. This was a huge Opaleye that I saw. I'm going to do a little instant replay for you here, and I'll put a little graphic so you know where to look. But this was just a absolutely monster Opaleye, probably in the 5 or 6 pound range. One of the bigger that you'll see out there. Here I'm going down, chasing some more Opaleye. These guys were sitting in front of a rock. If I'm not mistaken, this was actually a particularly long dive for these guys, sort of just waiting. And this is not slowed down at all. This is just those bubbles flowing back and forth because I'm sitting off of a seawall. You watch the waves sort of swish everything back and forth, and these Opaleye continually pop out in front of that rock. They check me out, and then finally two of them come out to take a look, just long enough for me to line up a shot, which is what you're about to see right here. So here they come, two of them checking me out. And unfortunately, I watched my spear sort of ricochet straight up towards the surface off that rock. I knew I was going to have some work ahead of me after that shot. So it happens. You know, I bagged a fish. What's 15 minutes of sharpening for some beautiful Opaleye on the pan? I don't know. I feel like it's a pretty good trade-off. And also you can see that was a pretty dang good shot too. Right through the head. No meat damaged on that one. Here's another dive where you kind of see that same behavior again. Once again, the fish were a little finicky. You can see the water's not as clear. They're sort of more hesitant to come up to me. And what'll happen is they'll sort of school up. So I'll perch up on a spot on the bottom. You can see there's one nice Opaleye on the left checking me out. There's a group over there on the right, sort of towards the bottom, in between those two rocks to the left of the Garibaldi there. And you'll see them come up and sort of check me out. And I'll just stay here and wait, basically waiting for a school of Opaleye to come check me out. So here's that school. A couple of small ones usually coming really close to check me out. You can take the small ones because technically there's no size limit on Opaleye, but I tend to try and wait for a bigger one like this one right here. And you can see I sort of looked off to the left and spooked them. They don't like those really quick movements. And ended up taking a nice shot there on that one. Unfortunately, I cut the clip when I got to the surface, so you don't get to see that fish, but it was a nice Opaleye. And here's another fish that I lined up on, sort of in the same way. This is a quick video. I just want to take a second here to thank you guys for all of your support with my videos. It's super fun to make them, and I'm glad so many people enjoy them. So, if you are enjoying, you're still here now, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. It means a lot, and it tells me that you guys enjoy my content, and I am more than happy to keep producing it as long as people are enjoying watching it. So I'll let this clip play out, and I will catch you guys on a video next week. I might throw out some footage that I got from my trip to New Zealand, maybe some fly fishing. I don't know, kind of a mixed bag, but I'll catch you guys on the next one. Enjoy your weekend, and see you next Friday. Bye-bye.